Welcome to the worst movie podcast in the world, where this week we looked at He's All that came out in 2021 and starred Addison Rae and was a piece of shit. We talked about horses. We talked about chest hands. We talked about stupid how they pronounce my name in the movie. Keep watching. Watch through the whole thing. Figure out how we talk about all these crazy and wacky things. Don't let the theme song put you off. We like it. It's endearing. Don't tune out just because you hear it. Welcome to the Worst Movie Podcast. Keep on listening. See you in a minute. All right, this week I am joined by Joe. Joe, say hi.
I'm back.
He's back. In black.
Return to salvage.
Yeah.
And look what you did to come back. You murdered Decos.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Decos is dead.
I killed him.
We're also joined by Ryan and not Decos. So Ryan, say hi, and Decos don't say anything because you're not here. Yeah. Decos is gone.
I murdered him because I found out he put last week's film in S tier.
Because I think he had the worst excuse in the world on what was it that he couldn't find a quiet room, which I think is just a complete lie. He probably had a cat to walk. Right. Getting straight into it. We've done a little bit of reshuffling, so we're going straight into the logline showdown straight off the bat, so we can summarize these bad boys. Who wants to start? I think Joe should start since he's missed 2 weeks of it. So Joe, want to throw us a little bit of a bone here? Show us how it's done. Maybe you'll get a point. Probably not.
Maybe. I hope so. Okay, here's my logline. I truly believe that this movie was a form of guerrilla warfare by the US Congress to enforce the general public's hatred towards TikTok and its so-called stars that they spit out in Hollywood.
He spat on him!
He actually spat.
He's angry. The movie made him mad. All right, I respect that. You know, Joe, I think that's a solid opinion to stand behind.
It was a form of attrition against TikTok. They knew if they made a movie, this movie was based about TikTok. Let's be honest with ourselves.
It was, and yet it also
they
seemed
knew if they
so
made a bad enough film
as well.
They can make people hate it even more.
Anyway. Yeah, and the whole culture thing behind it. It made me angry. Right, Ryan.
Oh God,
what's your logline?
My logline?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We surprised.
I've actually tried this week because this is a fantastic piece of art film.
Right.
And this is art house cinema done at its finest. And
you're losing votes here, Ryan.
I want to respect it with a good logline. She's super hot. He's super not. After a cool and trendy TikTok influencer's breakdown turns her into a meme lamer than Thanos, she must make her more beefy than Keefy X look like a massive double dingus by turning the high school chud into the high school stud.
Oh my God!
Wow! Hey! You've been using ChatGPT again.
I have not. No, I actually wrote
using
it. That is
Ryan
not.
Sounds like
in what world would ChatGPT come up with more beefy than Keefy? Okay.
I feel like
if you feed it the prompts, Ryan. If you feed it.
I feel like Logline Showdown is. I feel like Logline Showdown is proof that all that GCSE English literature that we really did mean something going forwards in our lives. Because Ryan's able to create beautiful poetry.
Beautiful poetry. Poetry. It was an assault on the senses. Anyway, right. Let's get into the votes there.
I think he's gonna make it like Aliens too.
I hope so. That film's a masterpiece. Right.
The tier list would beg to differ, sir.
Our tier list is scuffed.
It's perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
Look, the animated cat's looking back at me. I remember that boy from last week. If anyone's interested, watch the.
Please don't.
I don't even remember the name of the film. Actually, The Worst Person in the World.
Right. Worst person in the world.
Give it a look. Give it a watch. It was our best work. All right, Joe. Who do you want to give the point to first?
Well,
I feel like I actually can't actually get it this week, which makes me sad because I tried and it was funny. Damn it! It was funny.
Exactly, and this is and now it just means I have to vote for
You
have to-
son
although,
of a bitch.
No, I mean, I give credit where credit's due. Better than the writing for this movie, so I will give it to Ryan.
Yay.
God
But I'm
damn.
hoping.
You never
I don't
know. I'll tell you
So,
what.
Joe,
I get the point if
what I'm hearing
retroactively
you
they
say,
live.
Joe, is that I'm a better writer than I can't remember who it was who wrote it, but I'm a
Ex-
better
yeah.
writer than the person who wrote this movie, and
Yes.
so should write the script. Since we've had She's All That and now He's All That, I could write the script for Lay Lem's All That.
That would be blasphemous.
Oh, that's gonna be the next
not
one.
let you do
That's
that.
gonna be the next one.
I would not let you do that.
I mean, who wrote it for this one?
It was the same guy, the
He wrote
same
She's All
writer
That.
and director that did the classic.
No.
For some reason, spat
Calling
this
She's All That a classic
Right.
is a stretch.
out. Anyway, hey, we're skipping ahead. Ryan,
skipping
you
ahead.
vote.
Ryan, you got to vote now, buddy.
I'm not voting for Cameron. Joe's line made me laugh as well. It was better.
Yay!
And
Come
Come on.
on.
Cameron, you've got the deciding vote. Who's
Well, I'm
going?
gonna vote for Joe.
Yeah! He makes a triumphant return. What do I win
tried
this
so
week?
hard with mine.
What do I win?
Right, so yeah, there we go. We used a little bit of point magic, and we've got Addison Modoc just chilling, chilling in Joe's corner. Which one's which?
Beautiful.
Leave a comment down below whether it's the top one's Modoc or the
Spot
bottom
the
one's Modoc.
difference.
Spot the difference.
Yeah.
If you find out, I'm sure Addison's lawyers won't come for
Modoc
us.
was
Right.
horrendously funnier. I'll be honest.
Now, here's a new, well, I say a new segment, a retitled segment. The part where everyone says what they thought about the movie and stuff. Right.
And stuff.
Man, look at that chiseled Chad staring back at me. Look at that.
God,
I'm not
sickens
talking
me.
about Addison Rae. I'm talking about that beauty of a man staring back.
Cameron.
It sickens me.
What the fuck
This-
were they doing with this guy? Like, what the fuck?
Bro,
What-
they made him look like a crack addict in
Yeah.
the first half an hour just so they could give him that makeover.
Yeah,
sequence.
literally.
And I
it's
would like to say, I take personal offense by the cliche of, he give him long hair, he must be a homeless person.
Yeah.
Right?
He
I
must be.
don't like that.
And also, I swear his entire personality changes over the course of days. Like, what did he? How long did they know each other? Like a week? And he went from literally one person to another person. Like, what? And fuck
God,
Addison
it was
Rae.
so
Fuck her
fucking
right in the head. All right, screw this. I mean, she can't act. She clearly
It was
loves
awful.
herself to no degree. And what's her character? What's her character arc? Not because, like, I don't know, like moving away from social media, and yet she doesn't do it in real life. So the
I know,
fuck does like what does that represent? Makes me so
It was awful.
angry.
Yeah,
But
I-
also-
Yeah,
literally-
that is it. They were like taking the piss out of like social media influencers. And
But
she's
then
a
she
social
is
media
a social media
influencer.
Bro, the
influencer.
opening of the movie is a literal reference to the fact that they're saying that all social media users are fake as fuck. Because they open with her going like on live, she's like acting like she's all ready and she's got this perfect morning, and then she goes downstairs and they're like, we're just real people, and my mum's a nurse and my shoes are more expensive than our dishwasher
What's
because
her
we
mum
haven't
who
got a
looks younger
dishwasher.
than her as well? Like,
Bro,
she
they
clearly,
do!
yeah, her mum looks.
Actually,
I thought her
fun
mum was
fact,
like her
Deco's
younger
fun
sister.
fact, Deco's fun fact, I already said this to Ryan earlier. That woman, the only reason she's in the film is because it's a cameo, because she's the one that plays the woman in She's All That.
Oh, she's the one
Same
that gets
actor.
like a makeover and she's all that.
Yes.
Ah,
That's the only reason she's in this film.
But she
And
looks
you're
so
right, they
she
do.
looks so much younger than like a fucking Addison Rae. I don't know what she's done to
Right.
herself to make her look like 30, 40, like I don't know.
It's called
But-
the vibe.
Oh yeah, and also I refuse to believe that Chad guy was like they would try to pass him off that he was like what 18. Fuck that! Like that guy's like 35 to 40 easy.
Let's talk
He had
about
a full beard.
let's talk about that guy first. Let's
yeah.
bring up my
And why is
first
he trying to
he's
make
my
out
favourite.
with that guy's sister? Like, wasn't like his sister like
Why
15?
was
Oh,
he
yeah.
drinking mango juice?
Yeah, it was
Nah,
from
it
mango
was
juice.
The mango juice.
That
party.
that bit, I lost my shit, and the thing where where he's like, "I'm not gonna drink mango juice" or what fucking ever it was, and
Yeah.
he delivers it so dreadfully, was where I genuinely believe that this dude is a comedic genius. 'Cause I honestly think he knew the sort of film they were making. He knew that this was gonna be like a a 1-star across the board film.
Yeah.
Okay, and just played into it with almost I'm gonna become a cult like icon by just taking my shirt off at every opportunity and by
Yes.
delivering
But
dialogue
that's what he's
as
done.
dreadful as it can be.
I will say though,
And he's the only one who understood. He's the
I
only
do
one who
want to point
understood the
out
film.
with him on YouTube. Okay, they
Wait, is he a
actually no, but as part of the promotion for this movie, they actually made a full music video and released the song that we
No.
saw him perform for a few seconds at the start as a
No.
full video on YouTube. You can
No.
watch.
How many views
The-
does it have?
I shall check now.
That can't be good. So why was Kourtney Kardashian in this?
Oh my god!
What was that called? Which kind?
Yeah, that
It was.
was
I'm looking at the
Kourtney
cast
I
list
don't
right now.
know.
It was
Kourtney.
Kourtney Kardashian. What
Oh,
the
so
fuck
He was
was
the
she?
one that
One,
was
what was
like
she doing in
her.
this? Because
she was playing.
she was
that
just
weird
acting
fucking-
like herself, and they were like
Well, that's all
dissing
they
her.
know how to do.
I know,
But
but
that's
no,
what
no.
this film was. Addison Rae acted like
Mm,
Addison Rae.
No. But Kourtney Kardashian was acting like herself, but they were dissing her. Like, so why would she do that? Why would she be fine with them taking them like going like, oh yeah, she's a cunt, and just having her in the film and just like showing her like a cunt, saying this is like how she actually is. Like that.
Maybe-
Why would she agree to that? Like, who? No one's
Maybe
that
it's
stupid.
part of her rebrand to #Cuntney.
Also, she can't act either, which is not surprising at all. I hate it.
She was fucking terrible.
Yeah. What about the
We can
lesbian
talk
twist
about the
though?
acting life. Yeah, I know. What was there was
Because
just running through
because-
it. There was a random lesbian subplot that
Yeah.
never really got fully explored, but it's just there, and it's almost
Yeah, like they tried to
I
set
don't
it
know.
up
It's
as well,
almost like
where
a
she's like, oh,
you know.
I heard she's lesbian, and then they just end up being like just getting together, and it's like,
But they didn't. That's the thing. They never actually. It's never explicitly acknowledged.
no, but
It's just
a
like it's
ne-
assumed.
that like bro. There was so many cameos though. I'm ashamed.
it's
know
bad that you
this,
know
to
that
be
because
fair.
I only thought Kourtney
But
Kardashian was the
there's a lot of
cameo.
I
cameos
didn't even know
from
Courtney.
that.
I didn't know anyone who was in
Th-
this.
Apart
There's
from
a lot
Matthew
of there's
Lillard,
a lot
right?
of cameos.
Yeah, apart from Lily.
Oh yeah, but no, there's a lot of cameos in this film from like Addison Rae's like TikTok like house type of group.
Ah.
Wait. Okay.
There's,
Wait.
there's a lot
There's
of
more
them
than
in
one
there.
of them.
I'm pretty sure.
Is she like the female Jake Paul? Is this?
Yeah, kind of.
essentially?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Have you
god.
have you guys ever heard of the guy, that Bryce Hall guy, the one that was doing the
No.
box stuff? He did some of the box thing. He's in that. He's in this film. There's a lot of them. I do want to just say as well, the music video I mentioned had 2 million views.
Oh, it's not that much. I thought it'd be more.
Yeah.
For what? For a music video for a trash 1-star film on Netflix.
Yeah, but
2
it's a
million
famous
views.
person, so a lot of
It's a
people are gonna
famous
watch
person
it. And
doing
if it's a good
famous
song,
things.
people will play it over and over as
Is
well.
it a
Yeah.
good song though?
It's not.
It's
It's
fucking
not.
horrendous.
And
You
I-
know,
I
people-
hated that the main character was called Cameron as well, just because of how it makes me never
it
want
looks
to
I
go
like
to
just
you,
America.
Cameron.
Can
It
I
looks
just say,
like you.
no, this is a thought that popped into my mind when I was watching it, and it has never left it. Cameron at the start of this film is a combination of the three of us.
It's true.
That's
That's
kind of
me.
true.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, okay, no, I can explain. Cameron, he's got your name, and he dresses like you. He has very similar clothes, but he doesn't roll up the sleeves.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true. I'm a
Alright.
sleeve roller by
He's got
nature.
Joe's hair and Joe's hat. And
Yeah.
Joe's,
I
like,
don't wear
music
a
taste.
beanie.
No,
Okay,
but he
the
had a
music
regular.
taste-
He didn't have a beanie, but he had a regular cap on for sometimes.
Okay, when he had. Okay, I'll go.
Hey,
with that.
I've got a slop
And-
hat on order.
And he also he has my movie tastes and my social media presence and
Yeah,
phone.
that's true.
That is true. Actually.
Yeah, that
that
is
is
true.
true.
Fuck
So
me.
all we need to do is all three of us need to like
we to combine, and then we
combine
can
and
have
approach
sex
And
with
then
Adam
maybe
Adam
we
Rose.
can all get a hot girl.
Yeah,
and we can become prom kings. We are
Hell
true
yeah.
prom kings.
but no, it makes me never want to go to America because I know how they're all going to say my name now, and it pissed me off the entire time watching that. They're like,
Wait, how did they say it?
Cameron, Cameron. I just wanted to just strangle him. I couldn't do it. I could not live like that. I could not live that life.
So,
I'd be
Cameron-
hiding with horses.
Cameron would be a very dangerous man if he ever went to
I would
America.
be. Yeah. Don't let me there. All right. Just put me on the
I have another
Saddam
thing
Hussein
as well.
list.
Don't let him in, Biden.
Just in general, with the whole idea of casting like somebody who's like a big influencer, it just shows that they're more concerned about trying to keep her image and her people's view on her as good as they can while making this movie. And what I mean by that is another section, okay, which really, when I watched it, I felt sick to my stomach. Okay,
I think
and
I
that
might know the
was-
one you mean.
And
Please.
and that was no, it was the karaoke party.
Ah!
Because-
that was
because-
so
I
good.
skipped
That
it.
was
I
so
couldn't
good.
watch it.
everyone else,
I couldn't do it.
everybody else
I had to skip
was
that section where
just
she started
singing
singing.
terribly.
What?
And then as
That was
soon as
so
she
good.
stood onto the stage, all of a sudden she had this miraculous auto tune
Yeah.
that filled the part. Oh, it was so. I've got such bad secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah. I
How
couldn't do
could
it.
she?
I
How
hated
could
it.
she willingly know that she's involved in that scene?
I don't.
Like, you can't tell me I would have thought, as
It's what TikTok does to people, Joe. It changes
as
them.
much as we take the piss out of her, she's obviously a very wealthy person,
Mm.
very famous person. Okay, so I would have thought she'd have a bit of common sense. Okay,
Yeah.
I do
there's
not
no
know what-
way
Joe. I
that-
do not know what you're talking about. When
bro.
that
How
scene
can she
came on,
rewatch that?
I
and
was
go,
up.
yeah, that's good.
I was dancing.
well
I
good,
was
bro.
like,
Of
like,
course you were,
oh,
Ryan. There's an
yeah.
attractive woman on screen.
I think, I think the only reason Ryan likes this movie which is crazy to me, I think the only reason is because
He has the hots
he
for Addison Rae.
yeah,
Nah.
Addison Rae. It is.
That is exactly what's happening here.
No, I'll
Either
tell
that
you why
or-
I actually enjoyed that scene. It's because, first of all, maybe I don't listen to enough music, or maybe I just
Don't say
my
you
music
like the
tastes are
song.
fucked. I didn't like
You
the
listen
song.
to so
The
much
song was-
music, Ryan.
The song was dreadful. Okay, I was laughing my fucking ass
Oh, the
off.
Taylor Swift
At,
song.
like, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know the song. Anyway, I honestly assumed it was one she had wrote for herself.
Yeah, that's
because
what I
it was
thought.
shit. And is the fact that she was like singing and everyone was like, "Oh my god, she's doing so good," and I'm just like, "This is incredibly mid." Like I don't
Yeah.
think
It was
she was like.
auto-tuned
I
as
didn't
well.
think. I didn't
Yeah,
think like
it
with the
was
auto
auto-tuned
tune.
to
I didn't
her.
think it was dreadful, but I didn't think it was good.
No, because you can't. No, it's not going to be dreadful when you're on autotune, but it's so blatantly obvious.
Planet
like-
Dong uses auto tune,
And not only not only did they enforce
Don't
her
endorse
singing
Planet
with
Dong
the
on our
auto-tune.
podcast.
Not only did they endorse the autotune so much on her singing, but the director obviously asked the two girls beforehand to be like, "Okay, we want you to sing as badly as you can to make everyone else seem so relatable to you."
Oh
What
yeah,
the fuck, man?
100%. And
I don't know,
I
it was just
skipped.
it's just so funny, man.
When
Like,
that
the
guy
fact that she
turned
was just
up-
singing, everyone was like going crazy about
With-
her, and then it's just,
Yeah, when that guy
it's
turned up and
not-
she started singing bad, which was painful enough. I
Oh,
saw when the
Chad.
other guy started running up to go sing with
Oh
her.
my
That's
God.
when I skipped. I couldn't do it. I was
It
like,
was
it
so
would be
bad.
too
no,
awkward.
when he went up, oh yeah,
Bro,
It was-
because
it's gonna
he
be- I
went
knew
up,
it was
because
gonna be
he
too
went
awkward.
up, yeah. Oh, Cameron, that means you missed another vital part, okay?
Oh,
Because when he goes up and starts singing, he also has auto tune,
Oh.
but sounds but sounds horrific. It is so bad, and everyone is stood around going, "Oh my god, they're so good together. They sound so
No.
good." He sounds,
I honestly think I was
Terrible.
laughing so hard that I didn't hear him sing.
bro. His singing when he starts singing in that scene, it is so dreadful, but everyone goes crazy. It's like they're all just fucking. I know they're getting paid to act
Yeah.
in this film, but oh my god, it's like they're just being controlled by a remote, like laugh, cheer button, cheer
Yeah.
louder. Like they have no idea what the fuck
It
is
seems so
happening in front of them.
artificial.
Oh, 100%.
And
Even just the start bit, man. The
fuck
fucking
the
cake.
bit where he
The hell were
turns
those
up.
things that she made, by the way? What the fuck were they?
What
And
things?
why was the tower
they look like
solid?
eclairs, didn't they?
Yeah, but why was the tower like a solid block? You're telling me she drove in that car with that
Oh, and that
that's
heat,
true.
yeah.
I didn't drop a
of
single
cake,
one.
and they just perfectly formed. And then
Yeah,
she
there were
come out
so
with
many as well.
that crazy line like, "Oh, you're not having any of my." I don't
Nah,
even know what she
it's the
said.
bit where he turns up
Also,
on the
why is she
horse at
bringing
the
him
end.
to like Giga Chad? You really
Oh
think
no,
that
wait,
Giga
we're
Chad
saving
is
that
eating
to
all
the
that
end,
cake?
Cameron.
We're
'cause
saying,
that is
okay,
The whole
that's being saved to the end.
that's gold.
That is. We can save that for the lights camera action, okay? Because that is a scene and a half.
Matthew Lillard did come in clutch though. I loved how he was just
Hey,
roasting
he
all of
was
these
actually
fucking. He was just roasting every little TikTok star that came up. I don't even think he was acting. I think that was just
No,
him. They just put him on
thought this
set
as
and
well.
I said, "Do your
Right,
thing."
you
And
know
people
how
just-
you said about the other guy being like, "Oh, you feel like he like knew he was in
Yeah,
this
I think
film."
this is satire.
I feel
I
but
think-
I feel like the only person that understood the satire was Matthew Lillard because his character all he did was take the piss. Well, because he was taking the piss out of the characters in the movie. However, the character that Addison Rae plays is not that far from what she actually is in
No,
real life.
no, yeah.
The thing is, okay, you said before she'd think this is a breakout role. She isn't acting.
Yeah,
She's just herself.
Yeah.
The only times that she really needs to act, she doesn't do anything.
And wait, is there an acting segment?
There's an
there is.
acting
there is an
segment.
acting
we-
segment,
we-
so we won't
But we can
delve
talk
too
gen-
much into that.
we
We can talk
can talk
generally,
bit
yeah,
generally.
yeah.
I do want
It's
to
hard
just
to
make a
talk about this
comment.
film without talking about the dog shit acting, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I do have to
it's
just
a
bring
big
up,
part
I
of
was
it.
so surprised. I don't know the name of the male lead role guy.
Let's just say Chad number 3.
Yeah, Chad.
No,
who's
male
Chad
lead
number
wasn't
2
Chad
then?
number 3.
Who's Chad number 2 then?
There was only one Chad in this entire film, and that was the Chad dude.
That's true.
I assume.
No, it's not true. They're all
Is
on
it
a
him?
production line.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure they're mass
regardless,
produced.
he's in. The only thing I've seen him in is Cobra Kai, and I only ever watched the first season, but it wasn't all that bad, and he wasn't that bad in it. However, in this film, it's like he reminds me. Do you remember back in school? Okay, when
Yeah.
you had the drama class, and you had that one fucking weird kid that everything he did was so emotive because he was in the drama class.
No.
Anyway,
right.
I hated his acting. He was
the bit that made me most like I don't know, viscerally like angry. The thing that assaulted my senses the most. Just all of my. I was just angry. Was the bit where she went up and she was like, "This isn't the real me. These pictures are of the real me," and it's all of them were just like her, just looking like I don't know, like. Relatively attractive. There are still staged like attractive photos. I'm pretty sure she was doing a duck face in one of them. I'm like, what is this? What? Fuck off!
If anything, I'm pretty sure the photos that she used the second time round were better than the ones she used in the first one.
Yeah.
The first ones were like her, like I don't know, fucking posing on the
Bubble girl, and she doesn't even look bad. She's got a little. She's like, I can't believe snot came out of it. It's like, shut up.
I know. Fucking Christ. So fucking terrible.
But Cameron, I've heard Addison Rae does not have a butthole. She cannot poop.
Ah, it makes sense.
She's
She's
like,
not
she's
Kim
the
Jong-un.
exact same as
She
Kim
is
Jong-un.
not Kim Jong-un. All right.
She is the supreme leader.
Is she still on TikTok? Oh,
Yeah.
this is. I'm doing the Camera classic of researching something whilst we're recording the podcast. Addison Rae. What does she do?
Honestly, maybe the reason I enjoyed this is because
88 million
I haven't.
Followers.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Yeah, she's suing the shit out of us if she hears anything about this. What
Let
the
her.
Actually, no. Freedom of speech and all.
No, she isn't suing the shit out of us. Her production.
10 million views of just her, like, with a baby goat.
Her I actually.
Oh shit! Maybe we have to give her the acting goat.
I bet she's gonna eat it. It looks like she's gonna eat it.
She's
preparing it for slaughter.
Well, Cameron, I actually
maybe
so
Ritual Sacrifice. That's how she became famous.
This one is 47 million views. It's someone signing her boobs.
Cameron, that's nothing. Yeah. So originally, I was gonna base my log line about like I was gonna find her most viewed TikTok and like just recite what she said or something to see and be like, oh yeah,
what's
this
the most
is what
viewed
all it takes. It's the most viewed has 200 million likes or views, whatever it goes on, and it's her doing just literally doing a it's called the WAP dance.
No.
It's her just like doing the splits to Cardi B because it's got her ass in
That's
it. It got a lot of
disgusting.
views.
That is disgusting. Where do I find this?
There's so many of the TikToks. Which ones?
Is there a filter? Can I filter on TikTok?
Just
How do I...
Cameron, type in the search bar Addison Rae WAP.
Oh, I put in
See,
wow.
I think,
Oops.
yeah, no, type in WAP.
Oh my god. What? 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 That's it. Enough of this. Enough. That is
Anyway.
not safe for later. Right.
Cameron, do you need 3 minutes?
Give me
You
2.
need one.
I need one.
You have until we make it to the next segment, so you got all the time in the world. I have yet another point
The horse.
of
Please
hate
bring
that
up
I'd
the
like
horse.
to bring up.
Please bring up
No,
the horse.
that's at the end.
Fuck
At the
the
end.
The horse
horse.
was in the lights camera action.
Yeah,
because
we'll
that
save
was
The
it
horse
to
is
the end.
technically an actor.
like
all right,
almost.
all right.
I guess that is a special effects horse, even though I think it's just a real horse.
It
I
counts.
do want to briefly touch on probably one of the worst emotional scenes I think I've watched in a long time, and I mean that as in it's the scene where they're sitting in the train station and they're meant to have that heart to heart, and it's meant to be, really deep. Okay.
That is the
But-
only bit of the film I tuned out on because it was
Okay.
awful.
However, I
actually so bad,
found
bad.
that throughout this film, they tried so hard to be relatable to, I feel, older teenagers, okay, because of like the time period. However, they were so strict on keeping everything as PG as possible. So, for example,
Didn't
the
they say
manga.
fuck?
Yeah, you're allowed one.
No.
You-
But
everyone gets
I'm
one.
Everybody
I
gets
mean,
one.
like,
Tell
I
them,
mean,
Ryan.
like
Go.
just the themes of
Everyone-
what's
everyone
going
gets
on.
one, apparently.
Everyone gets one. It's true, actually. Yeah, I think what the rules, if it's PG 13,
Yeah,
you get one.
you get one. You get one.
But anyway, I mean, just in like the theme. So, for example, they have all these parties, but there's no alcohol, even though it's all mango juice. Okay.
Oh yeah, the mango.
And then,
They're
for
also
example,
not 18 though, and it's not 21.
I have just realised that as I'm saying it. But regardless, he's talking about a very deep subject, but you can tell the director didn't want to go too deep. So when he's talking about his mother dying, instead of it being like something that you can actually like people can relate to, like like an illness or like something tragic. She
Addison Rae
died
just
from
starts doing
a
the
plane
whap.
crash, but she dies from a plane crash, and it's so left field.
Please. So, here's how I think they could have made the movie so much better. Imagine it's the same shit film up until the point where they go to the dark room where he's got the pictures. She goes there to like look at the pictures. Like, it's still the same. Goes to look at the
What are you
pictures,
about to
and then they're
say?
all like weird, like stalker pictures of like her in her room, and like pictures of like people that he's like fucking killed, and it turns into a full psychological horror, and he starts like hunting
That
her
would
down.
be sick.
And it's like a full-on twist, and they all start
Bro.
acting good after that. Like it just spins on its like heel, so they trick you into thinking it's gonna be like a one-star piece of shit, and it becomes a whole like murder, like psycho horror thing. But it's like three-quarters of the way into the film.
Unfortunately, Cameron, that there is a good idea, and those are not meant to be.
Because then, like,
in
people
films
would
with
watch
Addison
this and be
Rae.
like, "Oh, this is so shit." It'd be so like shocking. Everyone would talk about it. Think of all the money they'd make. Netflix,
but-
do you not like money? Do you not like it?
Money, num num.
I mean, look, realistically, this film is the most cliched teen American drama there is, and if they'd used any other actors, it would just be a subpar, And I'm not being funny. The whole thing about it being a bet has been used so many times in these teen films, so it would just be under the like.
And
it'd be
the
all
other
right.
person's gonna find out it was a bet at some point, so you're already emotionally prepared for that.
This film would just be another teenage drama that people would like it being on Netflix, and people would be like, okay, yeah, it's all right, it's just silly, like it's meant to be bad, whatever. But the thing that makes it so much worse is because Addison Rae's in it. I'll have to be honest.
Speaking of Addison Rae,
I don't know who she
She's
is.
so bad.
Speaking of Addison Rae, let's have a little chat about. Oh, wait, this isn't the acting segment. Right, well, we're going into the lights, camera, action segment. Whoa! So, with me trying to transition into the thing, making. All right, I've completely lost track. Can we not?
Lights, camera, action. Let's
Lights,
go.
camera, action, as well as I had the going into the action segment set up with the whole Addison Rae thing, which hurts my very soul. We're doing.
We'll get to
Was
that.
there?
We'll get to that.
Okay. I don't.
There
think,
was no
there was an
action.
action scene.
That camera's
There was an
Horse
action scene.
action.
No, not
Oh,
the
there
horse.
was. Oh
there
my
was a,
god, there was.
there was a battle.
Oh, and it was awful.
They
It was
fought.
awful.
Yeah.
It was just
The
he
bit where he
defo.
put his hands behind his back and just
Oh my
started
God.
dodging
That
It's
was
because
them.
of Cobra
amazing,
Kai.
though.
It
It's
was
because
so
of Cobra
good.
Kai. You know for a fact that that little weed of an actor is so stuck up. Okay, he's probably gone. Oh, I'm in this movie with Addison Rae, remake of like a famous teen fucking whatever. Oh, I'm also in Cobra Kai. Look at me. I'm so awesome. Let me just fucking like show off my Cobra Kai stunt moves.
No, but it's because he watches kung fu films, Joe. I don't think you quite understand this. If you watch kung fu films, you're instantly good at kung fu.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good point. There's no context to how he's able to do
No,
any
the
of that.
context. The context.
You can't say the
context is
context
the
that
line.
he used
He-
movies.
The context is the line where his sister is talking to Addison Rae and goes, "Yeah, he likes old movies. He likes Kurosawa, Kung Fu, and Kubrick."
Yeah, but that is not. You can't. No, that is not context to be able to like
That is
throw a man
context.
about. It's not context.
That's context, yeah. I
The
think I
action
don't,
scene was
Joe. I don't think you quite
fucking
understand.
terrible.
I don't think you quite understand the satire. That's context. Okay.
Although he acted like a fucking little pussy, mate. All right, he just beat
Which
this
one?
guy's ass.
Was that?
Okay, he just beat this guy's Cameron.
Ah!
Cameron beat. No, not you, Cameron.
You could, no,
Other Cameron.
let's differentiate. You have to say his name with an American accent, like they did.
Cameron.
Yeah, there you go.
Cameron.
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 When Cameron
I'm gonna call
beat
you
his ass,
Cameron from now
he
on,
then
yeah.
like got
I
a
know.
camera thrown in the pool and just stormed off.
Yeah, and then they
What
barely
was that
touched
about?
on. He's like, "It was my mum's camera." Anyway.
There's pictures of the plane on it.
No. No.
She did a selfie whilst the plane was going down.
Nah.
Another action scene, not really an action scene. Sheen?
Sheen.
Not really an action scene.
Wait, a Martin Sheen was in
however,
this?
yeah, he was.
Is this the
But
horse?
another maybe an
horse.
action sequence that to be honest, I should have seen it coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, I had some faith that the movie wouldn't stoop as low as it did to get to this point. But of course, when dealing with TikTok stars, they had the honourable dance off at the
Oh!
end.
The
Oh
dance!
my god, that was so mate. That was my favourite bit of the movie. Is
I
when it all
I
ends in an
completely
epic
forgot there was an
dance
entire
off.
dance sequence.
Bro,
it was
the film
baffled.
just became like Step Up and like High School Musical wrapped into one.
Yeah, I don't know. It came out of nowhere, but it was glorious though, Joe. You
And
have
like
to admit.
what? Like for example,
Do you see him shit? Look,
I'm not
they were going
saying-
for it, man. They were giving it their
I'm
all.
not saying that we should like.
It was the most believable
really
acting
look
I saw in
into-
the entire thing.
Bro, I'm not saying that we should like really look deep into the writing of this film as a whole anyway. However, if you're writing a movie, I think you have to have a bit of responsibility about what you're doing, okay? So, but how the fuck did they coordinate this like dance off?
Joe, it's high
each
school.
other.
You know, like
But they weren't even
Come
friends
on.
at the end of the movie, and yet they're having a dance off, but are doing the same moves. I mean,
Yeah.
that is.
Joe. I don't think you quite understand the satire.
Look, me and
It's high
Cameron
school.
tried to do a dance off the other
We
week.
did.
Okay, and
Yeah,
we were very
Brian.
uncoordinated, and we've been friends for many years. Okay,
Many years.
these people just goddamn
Full- yeah.
became like
Out of nowhere.
goddamn professionals.
Although they
Are
tried
all
to.
of the students at
Maybe
this
they're better.
school
Maybe they're just
Olympic?
better than you,
They
Joe. I
tried
don't
to set
think
it
you've
up.
ever considered this.
Because they said it was a tradition.
dare
The guy
you.
said it was a tradition, so apparently they do it every year. So they must have been
No,
prepared.
it
They must have been
wasn't.
trained.
No, if you didn't listen to, which I honestly think is the bit that brings Matthew Lillard down, in my opinion, is the voiceovers. Like, throughout the film.
I didn't
Right.
know
He
it was him
does.
till the end.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him either, but the voiceovers are pretty awful. That is some of the worst, like, I don't think like this has anything to do with him. It's just the dialogue.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the way
Oh,
it's
yeah,
written
100%.
is abhorrent. But it's
Look,
some
he's-
shit
he's
like
busy
instead of it
working
being
on an
instead of it
actual
being like the
masterpiece,
high
okay?
school dance, the student body has decided to do the dance off instead of like a
Oh my God.
traditional dance.
Oh my god! Oh my
And then
god!
he's like,
I've just
I don't
realised something.
understand it, but I respect their their
I
choice.
just- I've said, guys.
Bro, I thought the
Tens.
dancing was tens. I thought it was the best part of the film. It's the most convincing acting, that's for sure.
Hey,
Actually,
Matthew
the
Lillard's dancing
action
at the end though.
part.
No,
Was
that
he?
that
I didn't
Yeah,
clock
no,
that.
he
good.
busted a move.
He
Yeah, he
busted a
started
move.
boogieing, man.
But still, best part of the film for me was when he was just, roasting.
I think it was when
Yeah.
he just rocked up and said TikToks.
Yeah.
What? It's such a boomer move, man. What a boomer!
I talking about the
Oh,
whole like.
He's the best.
It's so weird the way she was like, "Oh, don't worry, Mum, I'm paying for these bills. Like, I got more money than you." And it's just
No, but Cameron, I don't think you understand the satire. Okay, it's a deep criticism of how we underappreciate the people who work hardest in society. Okay,
that's a lie, and you know
Cameron,
it. You know
this
it's a
is
lie.
Cameron. This is pure art house cinema. Okay, and if you don't get it, then there's
I'm
something
just not
wrong
smart
with you.
enough. I think that makes sense.
You're
I
not
think
smart
it
enough.
adds up.
No,
Addison
had to
Rae
have-
bests me.
just like
I mean, we say she's not smart.
just
She
like
makes
Cameron
millions, so
didn't have it.
she must have.
This. You need a high school education, Cameron. Okay.
Is there any other? Well, shall we go on to the horse scene?
The horse. Let's talk
We
about the
talk
fucking
about
horse.
the horse.
Let's talk about the horse.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh
He
my
rocked
god!
up
He
riding a horse.
I actually, it was one of the first times in a long time that I can remember because I was watching the film by myself. Okay, I actually laughed out loud.
Same.
Very,
same. I
very
was
out
like,
loud.
what? It's
And
the
like
horse.
started like ranting to myself when I saw.
Ranting.
Yeah,
You weren't
I was.
applauding.
No, I was heartbroken.
Oh,
I couldn't believe that
my-
anybody
Joe,
thought it was a
made
good
my
idea.
heart melt. It made my heart
To have
melt.
the
Oh, God.
fucking horse running around the school in this
Yeah, why the fuck
gallivanting
he
around.
rocked? It makes no wonder. Oh no, never mind.
No, they took the horse there using the
I know they
horse
took it
carriage.
there, but they're still gallivanting around a school. in it.
Cameron, I don't think you quite understand the satire. Okay.
There is
Oh
no
my god,
satire.
satire.
They,
There is no
they did
satire.
not think of that.
Because this movie, I will say, this movie was written by a 6-year-old girl. Because honestly, sit back and think about it. It was.
Shit, it was.
All right. Addison Rae gets to be, there with her like dream guy, riding horses with him, and then he rocks up at the end on a horse. Okay.
Yeah,
She
shit, you're
likes
right.
horses, and he likes
No,
horses.
okay,
too.
no. I think
That
we're
doesn't
missing
explain the
point here.
random
We're missing the
stripper
point.
girlfriend that appears halfway
No,
through, though.
no, we're missing the point. Okay, can we just go back to the fact that at the end of this film, he turns up to prom riding a horse? Does no one else see how
Yeah,
the issue with this?
yeah.
I
a
don't.
whole-
It's
It's
magical,
fucking
Joe.
terrible. It's not. if I was at a prom, if at my school prom,
It's someone
I
turns, yeah. Although, to be
rock
fair, you're
the
also in
horse.
Coventry, so someone would knife the horse.
but they'd go.
That's,
Someone
that
would
is
mugged
true.
it.
Yeah, they live, Joe. They live in America. Okay, they don't eat horses. We have they don't have Tesco in
True.
the.
Yeah, the
That's
horse would have
true.
been safe. But the people around the horse.
Oh god.
I can't.
Joe,
I
and
wanted him
also,
to ride it
people
into the
like
hole,
horses.
honestly. People do like horses, specifically women, which is totally not the target demographic for this film. Wink, wink. It was.
I
What do
think
you
the
mean?
target
I feel like me and Jason are the target demographic.
I
But,
think they
like,
do, Cameron.
high
I think they
I
do.
remember
In
our
America,
high
I
school
think that's
prom,
what it's actually like.
no one
I'll
gave
be
a
honest.
shit, or at least everyone I knew didn't give a shit. Maybe because man, am I just outing
Cameron.
myself for being one of the unpopular people?
Cameron, we
Yes.
are the losers. Okay, it's fine.
Ah!
No, but in all seriousness, I think in America that they do genuinely care about it a lot, like a lot.
Yeah. I guess the prom king and queen don't crash their friend's mum's 50th birthday party.
Hey, we were the life of the party.
We
alright.
were the life of the party, alright? We gave that old man the dance of his life.
Oh, whoa.
And they basically chased us out of there.
Right.
I stopped
Right.
giggling.
Just for okay, I assume
Oh.
we're gonna be moving on to the acting.
We
Yes.
are!
Right. I just want to, before we go to that, I just want
Alright.
to mention some of the names of some of the characters in this film.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking
I mean, what the fuck was her name?
Because, of course, we have her name is Padgett.
What is
And then-
that? What does
Padgett
that mean?
Sawyer.
What does
Yeah, what
that
the
even
fuck?
mean?
But we got
Like
Padgett.
Podrick.
I don't know.
Podrick?
It's
Podrick.
Colin Farrell from Banshees of Inisherin.
Like,
He's
what
back.
is that name?
With
I
the
thought
little
I
donkey!
thought
What?
that her name was Pageant for a good half of the film.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Pageant, but
I
yeah,
thought it was like a
Pageant.
Yeah,
reference. To, I
Padgett.
don't know. Okay,
But we've
name
got
us another.
Padgett, the normal one, Cameron. Cameron was
Cameron.
Fucking
relatively
Cameron.
Or Cameroon.
but
if
we've
you're
also-
saying it.
Yeah,
The
Cameroon.
guy. So they called him. So the they says Ramel de Silva, right? So he's clearly like of, I'm assuming, Mexican descent. And they call him Sebastian Wu. So did they just make him Asian for the film and just go, be fine?
Yes.
Surely that's got to be a crime, right?
That is a
Surely that's a
crime.
hate crime. I guess
It doesn't matter because Addison Raisin.
But
Yes,
anyway,
it's fine.
look,
Addison
back
Rae
to the
is-
point.
and
I
she-
want to go
just saying,
go back to the names.
look, I just want to say the names, all right? They need no reactions because
Okay.
there cannot be any. But in this film, there are characters such as Alden, Anna, Jordan, Bryn, Quinn, Nisha, Bosch, Celeste, Aniston, Logan, Chelsea,
Also, I feel like I
and
feel like
Grandma
that
as well.
the girl that was
Gra-
called Aniston was just like a reference to Addison.
No, that
Let's be
girl
honest
was
with
that she has to just be like a stripper, right? Like that was like a thing.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Like
Yeah.
I like
She had no half her clothes off the entire movie.
yeah. I mean, probably at least maybe that's what they're trying to make it as. I doubt the actress was. She seems to be in other films, kind of, maybe. Are any of them
To be
good?
honest, I wouldn't.
No,
yeah.
they're not. They're not. None of them are. None of them are good.
I did not expect them to.
All of them are like rated like 1 star on Letterboxd. Apart from Revenge Ride.
Yeah, but Letterboxd has recently also fucked up their rating systems.
They were on the After We Collided, which was a notoriously bad film that came out in 2020.
Right, acting.
Acting.
Let's get on to a new
Acting.
segment.
The new
Now
segment.
people may be confused because there is currently a goat and a. Is that a weasel?
It's a stoat.
Goat and stoat, man. That's the name.
All right. So there's
The
currently
name
a
of the
goat.
segment, Cameron, is Who Was the Acting? Goat?
Yeah, well, I would
And
know
who was
that
the
if there
acting
was
stoat?
there's pictures. So I'm trying to figure out.
I
What
told
this thing
you
is.
what it was. You didn't read.
No, I did read. It's just time is right.
Look, Cameron, that's clearly a goat.
So people
What
may be
rhymes with goat
confused
is a
as to
stoat.
why there's a goat and why there's a stoat on their screen.
Fuck
And for
stoat.
people listening, why we're suddenly talking about goats and stoats. And that's because we're in the brand new segment, Who Was the Acting Goat and Who Was the Acting Stoat? Now, for people who actually like stoats, we're classing them as the bad animal in this equation.
Actually, they are. I looked this up because I was looking for proof. that stoats,
Rodents.
buck stoats. They're like one of the worst invasive species. They're
Well,
like in
there
the
we
top
go.
100.
Fuck stoats. You heard it here first, folks. This podcast does not endorse stoats,
Sorry.
and we will be dogging on them for the foreseeable future. And then, of course, the goat. No explanation needed.
Goat.
I feel
I
the goat.
think the goat choice is obvious for this movie.
I think it's also obvious, but I feel like
Addison Rae.
yeah.
She's
No.
taken pictures with goats before.
No.
No, Ryan. It was
Matthew
Chad.
Lillard saved this movie.
No, it was
Oh,
Chad
no.
number 1.
Oh, Chad number 1. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he did. He was funny.
Fuck it. Yeah, he was gold. He
Peyton
must
Meyer.
have known.
Peyton Meyer.
You know, here's how we find out if he knew. Let's see what else he was in. Okay.
He's only been in one other film, and it was some Disney original film.
Called Gibby. And the
TV.
poster's him making out with a fucking monkey.
Wait, oh my god, what?
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god! They're both making that with a monkey. I need
Hey.
to watch this.
What is this? Right, okay, he clearly had no idea and was just shit. So can we give him the goat Actually, we must.
He's
We
the
must.
goat.
We must.
I honestly think he's so bad he like transcends.
He's become he's so bad he's
He
just moved to.
plays the douchey Chad to perfection.
It
To
does.
perfection, yeah.
He does.
He doesn't have to bring too much. You know, he's not playing a pivotal role in like the as far as the story goes. He's just meant to be that Chad guy that she's mad at, and he is a Chad guy. And he has a music video and some dance moves. He gets
Oh.
beat up, but he doesn't care because he's a Chad.
Doesn't get it. Jay doesn't need it. He still gets poon anyway.
So who's the Stoat then? It's got to be
Stoat.
Addison Rae.
I was
It's
going to say
Addison
Addison.
Rae.
I was going to say
She-
It's
Addison.
gotta be
Yeah,
Addison
The
Rae.
film hinges so
No,
much
well, to be honest,
on her
actually,
not being shit.
double Stoat, mate. Two fucking Stoats, both of them. Addison Rae and the fucking guy.
I don't think the other guy is anywhere near as bad. I think the other guy
I think
has.
they're both as bad as
The
each
other guy
other.
isn't great, but he has moments where he's not dreadful. Whereas absolutely
Horse.
everything Addison Rae, horse, but everything
Horse?
Addison Rae does is just
It was
it's just
abysmal.
blanks. It's blank stares. It feels emotionless. When it is emotionful, it's
She was
forced.
trying, Ryan. She was trying her very
She's
best.
trying her
Try
hardest. She's
Yeah.
trying her hardest, and she should try harder.
I could do. I get me in the next one. In the
Oh, we can get you in, Joe.
they them's all that. And
And
I'll put on a show for you.
I'm in.
Joe is a general gender neutral name.
It is. It's true.
So, so we've got our GOAT, Chad number 1, and we've got our Stoat, Addison Rae. Any other acting?
And number
Obviously,
one, his name is Peyton Meyer.
Peyton
I mean,
Meyer,
I
right?
He's
hope
my
he
goat.
watches this and reaches out because
Yeah, because he's only been in 2 films, so he's at the level of this
Did
podcast.
he genuinely know that?
Maybe
like,
he'll guest
what he was
star in
doing?
next week's
He
episode.
definitely did.
If he knew what he was
Ryan-
doing, he is the goat.
Find
hands
his
down.
agent, email him, tell him this is like really good publicity. Get him on the next episode. He can replace Decos permanently.
You're still mad at Decos for
Alright.
putting that film in S tier.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
Speaking
Um,
of tears,
Oh. Well, no.
And not the
Can we
ones
talk about
the movie
Matthew
made
Lillard
Yo
for a
shed.
second? I thought Matthew Lillard was, he was clearly like, the most.
I just don't think he's in it. I don't think he's in it enough.
It
to be
defi-
the
yeah,
goat.
and
they should have had
also-
him more.
You do get the vibe he was in it for the paycheck, which hurts a little bit. But he's in
The
all sorts of
cameo.
weird
Well,
stuff because he's in the new
as-
FNAF movie, isn't he?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's gonna be good though.
We'll see.
Sure about that?
You sure about
But
that?
as Ryan said, Matthew Lillard is in the original one as well. It's just cameos, all just cameos.
Both him and Fred.
Damn. Wait, do you think it's a genuine sequel? This then?
Nah, we were
No, it's not. It's
discussing this.
different actors.
They
No,
no
different
same
characters.
actors, different characters. So it is a remake, but they're just cameos. It would make more sense that if you're gonna have them, is to make it a sequel.
Make it a sequel, right?
But,
But then you kind of tarnish the original, then, don't you? So just kind of
Yeah.
keep
but-
it separate.
No, but
Keep it separate. Keep it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let's not keeping things separate and keeping them pure. We're going into the ratings.
Oh, I know where this puppy's going.
Because it's been stricken from the record. Let's get some scores from people. I feel like I want to hear Ryan's first. I want him to give his, so me
Yeah.
and Joe can kind of
I feel
come
like
in
he's
from
the
the
only
right
one.
side on this one.
You're not gonna like this.
I'm not.
This is the best time I've had watching a bad movie since I watched
God.
Moonfall. Okay, and in that time, I've seen many dreadful films. I have seen shit like The Goonies and Inseminoid.
Hey, Goonies is a good time.
No, I've seen shit like Cats, for example, which is
Ooh.
absolutely abhorrent.
Yeah, that is.
you
abhorrent.
know-
Every time you see a cat butthole, take a shot.
That's it. That will leave you blacked out.
Yeah.
I've seen Black Adam as well. None of them.
How
have come
was
close.
Black Adam? Just randomly.
It's trash, but
Yeah,
it's like
fantastic.
right kind of trash.
Yeah.
Where The Rock is a superhero, and you're just like, he's The Rock. He's not a superhero. But yeah, this film, I had a goofy ass smile on my face the whole time. It's unintentionally fucking hilarious, and for that I love it. I'm gonna put it in D tier. I can't put it any higher. It doesn't deserve it. It deserves the void. But
Oh, it's going.
I had too much fun with it to put it in the void.
Slid that D into the hole next to his name. That's good. Right, Joe?
Yeah, I think, Ryan, that was beautiful what you said. However, it's time to get back to reality. All right. This film is awful. And actually, I would like to. I don't think we emphasized it at the start. The theme of why we picked this film this week. It is the second worst rated Netflix original movie third. Sorry, it's down.
What's the
there,
worst?
Okay, it's one of the worst Netflix originals statistically.
What is the
Okay.
worst?
It's a documentary about anime, but apparently it was just like really bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
People who like anime don't like it.
Disregarding that, this film is awful. It was painful. It's the first time on this podcast that I really considered not finishing it. I watched it in parts because I was just
Joe,
in
even I
pain.
committed to this, and I watched it full show.
And any film that cannot be watched in one sitting, I class as a detriment to my life because it meant it took longer to watch. And for that reason, my life would be better without it. So to the void it goes.
Yeah!
Goddamn void.
Ooh,
I want to see it
void!
deep down in the void.
Deep
Crunched
down,
up like
suffering, mulling over. Alright, so Joe went with the void. Now, I'm gonna... maybe I'll throw a little bit of a curveball here. That's what I'm thinking. Because what can I say? I was there. I was eating some food. I was watching this. I was laughing. It was so dumb. It was funny that I was entertained. I was just laughing away, seeing that fucking horse running around a school, completely endangering multiple children. Hilarious to me. The multiple mentions of TikTok just tickled my funny bone. So for that, and obviously Addison Rae's fantastic acting, it needs to be placed happily and pleasantly in the void. Fuck this film. Fuck everything about it. It made me angry, and it ruined my fucking name. It makes me furious. I hate it. I hate it. Is that King? Right, grab a fat face and push it over. I hate it. Fuck this film. Put it in the void right now.
Send it.
It's sent.
It's
right,
got to go in the void then, surely.
No, it ends
got
with 2 points.
Gotta do averages.
No, you
four.
It's not going in F. It has to go in the void.
I will fight. Okay.
It's 2v1.
Joe, on average, it goes in F.
I will fight for it to be in F.
It's no Ant-Man Quantumania is far better than this.
I actually don't know. I think Ant-Man Quantumania was as shit as this.
There's no way that
I think it was.
go into the void. It's fucking.
Okay,
I think
you're right.
I think
Cameron, have you got the void? Have you got you given the void on?
Yeah.
Just before
I've got it in there.
Okay, we're going to discuss this. So we need.
I'll have a little discussion. I
will fight you, Joe.
But it can't. It's fucking. Oh.
Whoa! I think you don't fight. I think in the spirit of the film, you have a dance off.
All right then. What are you saying then? F. God damn.
F tier.
I'll be honest.
This film is so bad it's good, and for that, the universe is.
Where's the bullshit bad?
It's so hilarious. Maybe it's just because I'm not like constantly exposed to this shit or these people.
Yeah, maybe.
I am coming in blind. I don't think I've ever watched like a TikTok dance video in my life. And it is just so funny to see.
Okay, but as long as everyone's aware, my score very clearly says
they can see. People can see you've got the void. People can see I've got the void. I'm fine with it.
I'll just say you gave Transformers an S. I gave it the void, and it's in B.
Yeah, but that's just dumb.
I'd say it is absolutely on the same level as Ant-Man Quantumania. Okay. If anything, better. I think it's more enjoyable than that film.
I mean,
it's got equal enjoyment to Quantumania.
In retrospective, both my trophies for each movie are the same image, pretty much. So it's quite.
They're the same movie.
That the two heads go together. All right then. For F tier, fine. Okay.
F tier's fine. All right. There we go. All right. Using a little bit of power, a little bit of movies, a little bit of magic. fucking He's All That is in F tier. Probably, yeah.
God
To be
forbid.
fair, in retrospect, it is kind of on the same level as Ant-Man Quantumania. I mean,
I feel it's very
there's
lucky
two
that it's not
MODOK
there.
faces in this. There's a
Two
MODOK face in each one of them.
I mean, just look at that fucking poster. Okay, it just
The poster is dreadful.
The poster's
but
horrible.
I love it.
But
like
actually,
bubblegum.
to be fair, I prefer that poster to the fucking Marvel floating head posters, like fucking Quantumania one. I'd much prefer that one.
True.
Actually, look at it. Look at the fucking reviews of the things. What posters do I think is best? Honestly, Howl's Moving Castle's pretty up there.
Is it not the
Everything
same...
Everywhere All at Once, I think, is the best poster.
Everything
Hold on a minute.
All at Once.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I
Is,
reckon. And House.
are those two not in the same pose as Step Brothers?
What are you
The
doing,
movie?
Step
No
Bro?
way.
No, the movie Step Brothers. What's it called? With
If
Will
it
Ferrell.
is,
Yes,
They-
then
Will
this,
Ferrell and
this
John C.
thing
Reilly,
has to
yeah.
be a parody.
They
It has to
are
be.
in the same pose as when they have their photo taken. I knew I recognized it from somewhere.
Has to be.
It's like the other. It's like nah. It's not the same pose, but it's kind of invert. It's like an inverted.
Okay.
An
almost.
inverted one.
Anyway, come on.
Well, all right. After 2 weeks, it's back. Wants to know with Joe, where we get to know what Joe wants to know. Right, Joe. The fuck do you want to know about this shit film?
In honor of the one and only greatest scene in this movie, the horse scene.
Mm.
Okay, I want to know how you guys would turn up to that particular prom in order to get Matthew Lillard's attention.
Oh, Ryan, you go first. I think you should go first.
I don't know. I think you should go first.
All right.
I want
Well,
to hear from
to
Cameron.
catch Matthew Lillard's attention. Now, Matthew Lillard, he seems like a man who likes the strange, the wonderful, the different. From what I've gathered, it seems to be the things. He was in the Scooby-Doo films, Scooby-Doo FNAF films. He, got a little bit of, he's got a little bit. He like a little bit of strange. So a horse, I don't think would cut it. What I would do is I would spend years studying advanced surgical techniques and attach hands to my
for
chest.
God's sake. This happened again.
And I'd wave to him through my tuxedo, blowing Matthew Lillard's mind, and then getting me
We're going
top
to say
spot
blowing
as
Matthew Lillard.
prom king. And I would apply the prom king crown using the hands on my chest. It would be
Okay.
very difficult to pull.
enough, enough
Alright,
of the chest.
this is the last
Ryan,
week. This is last week of chest hands. It's the last week. It's the
Ryan.
last week. It's done. It's
Ryan.
done.
beat chest hands.
I know exactly how you'd get his attention. Because Matthew Lillard.
It's got an L in
Right.
it.
He's been in more than just 2 Scooby-Doo movies. He's been in many. He's been in a load of cartoons as the voice of Shaggy since the the first 2 films came out.
Okay.
So I would show up in a Shaggy cosplay, complete with a Scooby-Doo-esque dog, who could be Cameron. Cameron could be the Scooby-Doo dog.
Only if I get it with chest hands on the dog, on the dog outfit.
Joe, you can be the dog.
No! All right, well, thanks for listening this week then, everybody. We were the worst movie podcast in the world. Again, this week, missing Decos,
No
but
longer are we dead.
we were joined by Ryan again and Joe. Finally, he's back. And follow us on the
What are
all
we doing
socials.
next week, Cameron?
And next week, I believe. Wait, what was the film we ended up deciding on? I've completely blanked.
The
Even though
Lost
I chose
Boys.
it.
Lost Boys.
Oh, Lost Boys!
Hell yeah!
We're gonna watch some Lost Boys.
Classic.
Film.
I've
I don't think
never
Ryan's
seen
ever
The
seen
Lost
it.
Boys.
Ryan, I think you'll find it a poop. It's
Ryan, you're
got
gonna
some
love
actors
it.
from the Goonies in it. It's great.
Oh, no.
Ryan,
Only one.
Ryan,
Only one.
Ryan,
Only one.
Ryan,
Is it Lost-
you
is it
love-
the 1980s
since you-
Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not going to be a
Right.
modern one.
Since
There's
you
a 2020s
love
one.
the Goonies so much, you're gonna love the Lost Boys.
You're going to love it. You're going to thrive in it. It's like an R-rated Goonies. It's great. So follow us on all the
Kiefer Sutherland.
socials. Leave us a like. Leave us a comment. Subscribe. Ring the little bell.
We're trying to hit
all of the
40
above.
subscribers.
Trying to hit 40 subscribers. We'll get there. And then it says
38.
direct
We
line
need
to
to set our,
50.
38. We need to set our goals realistically, guys.
All right.
Yeah. And so thank you ever so much for listening. And just a quick recap: the film, He's All That, cheeky F tier, locked in at F. Thanks for listening.
Lucky after.
See you next time,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.